Vinyl community, brothers and sisters, it's LJ, and what you're looking at this morning, this afternoon, or this evening is my amplifier, my baby. This is a Nikko NR1219. This was produced in the late 70s. I forget the last year off the top of my head, but this is 110 watts per channel, and I'm a big enthusiast of vintage audio equipment. Just absolutely love it. I'm of the mindset that you just can't beat or reproduce the sound that the vintage equipment makes. Not to knock new equipment. I do like new equipment as well, and I do have some. I just tend to prefer this stuff. It just is what it is. I will say this, that most often the newer equipment doesn't produce the headaches that the old shit does. So, 6 to 1, half dozen to the other. But the reason for this video is that this monster receiver, and I love the way this bitch rattles the windows with the right records, it's crazy. The power it puts out, and I hooked this up to B&W speakers, it's unbelievable. Anyway, not here to promote this. What I am here to do is to ask for help. I am reasonably well electronically equipped. Reasonably well. I'm not going to rebuild this by any means. So here's the problem I'm facing. Listening to this, it sounds great, right? In stereo. And then every now and then, one channel or the other, and it's never any one in particular, will cut out. Of course, the only way to remedy it is to go into mono mode, right? So that just splits the one channel that is working between two speakers. Bit of a sound quality hit. Not a fan of doing it. I don't know if that's a cold solder joint for anyone that's familiar with that stuff. Or if the stereo mono switch inside maybe it needs to be cleaned out with the oxid. I don't know. And then the second problem that started having lately is every once in a while it's playing, the sound will kind of just cut out altogether. And the best solution so far? Tap, 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 tap. Comes right back on. But you know what, man? You throw on a record or whatever and you kind of sit down and you're just like starting to get into it and then it goes out. It's like, I gotta get up, tap, tap, back on. And the record skips. So that's my video post. Anybody out there that knows anything about this stuff or is into this stuff, and I know there's some VC members that do dabble in this stuff, and even those that are kind of on the fringe, that I've seen shoot videos, kitchen table video repair series, bike beer run. I think maybe I'll forward this to you. I know that you dabble in this area a lot. You've done some great videos on this. Punk Texas, I know, tends to play with this kind of stuff. And others maybe that I just don't know about. The sucker is way too heavy to ship for any reasonable amount. I mean, it weighs like 50, 60 pounds. It's crazy. So, I don't know. Maybe it's a bad cold solder joint. Maybe somebody can tell me how to find that. How do I look for a bad cold solder joint? I looked at all the ones underneath and they look okay to me. But I know a dab of solder will do it. I have a voltometer, is that what it's called? And I guess I could check some stuff. But I might not necessarily know what exactly I'm looking for. So just advice, comments help. I don't now and never will have the heart to relegate this to the trash. It's just been with me too long and it produces an amazing sound. So in the interim, using just a backup vintage vinyl receiver in my listening room, not too bad. It's just an older Pioneer, which also sounds great. But let me know what you think. Let me know your thoughts. Lean on the community, lean on your friends, lean on your brothers and sisters. And that's what I'm doing here. Love you guys. Thanks in advance for any help or any advice, any suggestions anyone can make. Talk to you guys soon.